Hey there and welcome to another live stream. I'm hoping this is going out okay on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. Get a bit more light actually. There we go. Getting a bit dark. Yeah, so hopefully it's going out okay. I'm trying a new streaming software, so it's all been a bit of a, excuse the can. It's been a bit of a learning curve, this new bit of software. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me. If there's any problems with the sound or anything like that, please just put a comment in, and yeah, hopefully we can get it working fine. Yeah, hopefully it's doing well. I can't see any problems coming up. If you're watching the recording, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and yeah, join me for the next live stream that I do. So today I'm going to just carry on doing a little bit of keyword research, bit of the content planning for our guinea pig site, and then I'm also going to show what I've been doing with the actual site structure and how I plan for this to be the structure of the site going forward. And then I want to try and do a little bit of branding and just get into actually creating the logo for the site. So hopefully that will come as well. Let me just double check that we are live on Facebook. I'm hoping that we are in the group. I'm not showing it at the moment. It is a little bit of a impromptu live stream, as I will usually do this on a Thursday. So let's have a look. Where are we? Multi-stream. Trying to find out where we're actually streaming to. Let's have a look. We should be streaming to where we plan to go to. I do not know if we've got this working right or not, but it's all good fun. It's all practice, isn't it? Where are we? That's not what I want. Oh, no, well, we're working on YouTube anyway. I don't know if we're working on Facebook. So if not, I will post a link to it on Facebook anyway and try and figure that out for the next stream. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Let's just crack on with the show, as they say, and share my screen. So let's share that. Hopefully you can see this okay and see the content planning screen that we did previously. So I've filtered it a little bit. We've got the keywords here: keyword difficulty, search volume, article title, the topic, average word count, composition 1, 2, 3, feature snippet, a surfer report, and a link to the content that we created. So I've already created 2 pieces of content ready for that, for then when we actually start creating the website. And I've actually filtered this based on keyword difficulty, because even though we've got low search volumes here, I'm going to literally tackle the lower keyword difficulty content first and then build up to the more competitive keyword difficulty content and just see how that goes. I might change that slightly. So for example, if there's any higher topical content, then I might have do that first and then do the supporting content afterwards. So we will see on that. Let's get, where are we? Yeah, that's fine. Let me just copy one thing. So let me bring it back to my face. If you are watching and if you could comment in the chat whereabouts you're watching from. So whether you're watching from YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, that would be amazing. Just so I know. Let me just copy this and we will be good to go in just a second. Bring this back up and go here. Cool. And I will just... The joys of using some new software to do a live stream. Amazing. Post that. Cool. So let's just get going. Right. So here's the content planning screen that I said that we had before. So what I'm basically going to do is start filling out some kind of content plan. And the reason why I do this is just purely to kind of have a bit of an idea as to what that content is going to be about, the actual word count, so I kind of know roughly what I'm aiming for, and then it will give me a bit of an idea of who's ranking 1, 2 and 3 for that, so I can actually use that content as a guide as to what basically how to structure my own content and potentially add what is missing from their content. So it's really good to see the actual search intent. So to do that, we simply get the keyword and we go over to Google and we search that keyword there, and it's simply a case of copying some of these ones. So we can see that there's a featured snippet, which is great. So we'll pop that in there. There is a featured snippet, and then we'll go back here and copy these ones and paste them in here. And then we will copy this one and oops, not that one, and paste that one in there. And then we want to just move this across. Just look and see roughly what people are putting. So they've obviously got the breed at the front, breed facts and essential care, so that's good. Breed info and facts. So what I might do then is copy the main keyword, put that there, and put breed care guide and facts. So that looks like quite a good article title to go for. And then, like I said previously, I would use Surfer SEO to get an average idea of the word count, and then also put in the Surfer report in there. I don't know if I've still not attached it to this account, so we'll just quickly check. The joys of using so many different Chrome accounts, which I haven't, so I still need to do that. But I'll show an example, hopefully this will work, of a report that I tend to see. So here's the audit report for one of the previous keywords. So the thing that I'm looking at is the words in the body, so just giving me an idea of the word count that position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have got. So this is obviously recommending that the range is between 1700 and 2800. That's based on averages, so I might not go for a full 1700. We can obviously get there with less than that, and you wouldn't go for the full 3000. There's no one there that's got 3000 words on their content, so I would probably go more 1500 and 2500 and just see how we go, because you don't want to be repeating yourself and just waffling on for the sake of on the content. So at this stage, that's what I typically look at when trying to work out the word count. Obviously, if we're on a budget and we don't want to be spending paying for Surfer, we can also go check word count on website and just use the wordcounter.net free tool. Now it might not be as accurate because it's going to be copying word counts on all of it and not just the body. So it's not just going to be the content, but it does allow you to get a rough, a rough idea. So I'm going to put that in temporarily. Just no, you need to do it. So 1300. So I'll put it in temporarily until I've got the surfer going, and then I'll use that. So 3,700. So obviously that's quite a lot. Where am I? Oh, here we are. 3,700. And then we'll get the third one and pop that in there as well. And that is 1,400. Round it. Well, let's round it up actually. 1,500. Right, so then add those together. Yeah, we'll copy that there, paste special, value only, and then sum equals that divided by 3 because we want to get the average. So it's then around about 2,100 words. So we'll put 2,200 there for the time being. And like I say, that's just until I add the surfer, and we'll do that. So this is what I typically do for content planning. So I'll do a couple more of these, and then I'm going to go into showing the site structure that I've been working on. So you can see how I'm roughly going to have this structured on the website. And then I'm going to get into a little bit of branding and start showing how I would create a logo for the website, and also templates for the features, featured images. And then obviously how I come up with the color in the actual palette for it as well. So Baldwin guinea pig, I'm presuming that's a breed. Not heard of that before. Just pause the mic while I have a drink. And that is an interesting guinea pig. Wow. So this one's literally full of higher authority sites, which is not an issue. Be fine. So now I've actually got this as well under a different one. So we've got Wikipedia there. This one's obviously going after hairless guinea pigs, guinea pigs and Baldwin, so it's kind of afterwards. So we'll have to compare the breed terms, because I know I've got hairless guinea pigs somewhere as well. So we'll need to actually work that one out and see whether we've got skinny. So can't see under there. So that's 13, difficulty 1.6. And then we've also got hairless. So hairless guinea pig is difficulty 8, 38k. So that literally tells me that because they are they the same guinea pig? They look pretty much the same. So skinny pig, hairless. So hairless, is hairless the same as Baldwin? Okay, so hairless breeds include skinny pigs and Baldwin guinea pigs, so it's more of a overarching breed. So what I could actually do is, for that, because hairless is such a higher volume, I mean 38,000 and this is 800, we could easily rank, well, we could potentially rank for that by creating a breed page on hairless guinea pigs, which would then just feature the two other breeds. So we'll do that. Fine. Cool. So what I'll do is just remove that one. So we'll remove that row, and then we'll just start with this one. So we'll go to Google, and we will, that's got a featured image, so we'll copy that link and we'll come back here and we'll pop in a featured image there, a featured snippet. Copy this. I mean, normally, obviously anybody watching the stream or watching the recording, normally I planned to do this stream on a Wednesday. So my plan is to do one on a Monday and one on a Wednesday at around about 12 o'clock when I have my lunch break from work. But yesterday I was waiting for the carpenter to come and fix an issue with a carpet, and they actually said they were going to come mid-morning, which to me is what, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So I thought, oh, it'd be perfect, be able to do it. But no, they decided to turn up at 2:30. So that was annoying. So because I wanted to work on the site, I just thought we'll do it today instead. And yeah, thought that'd be better. So we'll see. So do guinea pigs hibernate? What owners need to know, what owners need to be aware of, what owners need to know. So rather than what owners need to know, that seems to be the go-to. There's obviously the top three here of that. It's a little bit, to be honest, that to me is a little bit impersonal. You know, what owners need to know. Whereas what I would change this to is what you need to know. And we might have that capitals, we might not. But that just makes it a little bit more personal. It kind of connects to the actual person reading that more. So if I was to come on here, what owners need to know, what do you need to know, as in them, and then they're hopefully more likely click through. So when you can use you-focused content, definitely do it. Just to grab that connection and get them to click through and obviously read on. Cool, so we'll check the word count on these. So we've got, that's not going to work, is it? No, I don't think it was. Yeah, 662, so that's not going to be, they've obviously just managed to get the featured snippets, so I think that will be fairly easy to, we could probably get that featured snippet as well, which will be, oops, this one. So 2,925. So let's just round that to 2,900. And then the third one is this one. So we will paste that into there. And we have 2,000. So I'm reckoning we are going to go, let me just actually check what the third one is as well, because this is very similar. So what's the third one? Oops, that's going to be about 2,400. So I'm going to use that more as a guide instead of this one. Actually, we'll use them both, mainly just because obviously that one has the feature snippet, so it's not really an accurate measure of how many words it would take to get to the top 1, 2, 3 positions. So I'm going to use that instead. So add those up. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. And then we're going to copy, paste values only, and then we're going to go sum that figure divided by 3. And it's, well, we could have done divided by 4, but that's fine. We're going to go for that anyway. That looks about right. So 2,600. Like I said, I'm going to update this once I do attach it to Surfer. So yeah, there we go. I now know that when I'm going to do an article around guinea pigs and hibernation, I'm going to be aiming for around about 2,600 words. Potentially more, potentially a little bit less, but that's a good goal to go for. So on the last video, the last stream, I introduced you to a tool that I've started using called Miro, and it's basically what I use to figure out the structure of the website and how I'm going to want it to look. It's going to help with content clustering and just good navigation. Now it's a free tool. There's no affiliate link or anything like that. And yesterday I've basically been adding all of the different pieces of content into the structure of the site, and it looks a little bit of a mess. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but you can see straight away that you can color code it so that you can kind of separate it and make it look a little bit more visually appealing. So if I zoom in, we can see that we've got the home page here, and this is going to be the navigation. So we're going to have guinea pig diet, and then we're going to have a overbearing pillar article, which is going to be what fruits can guinea pigs eat, and then we're going to have all of the individual fruits as posts, which they will obviously link back to this, and this will link to them. Then we're going to have, can they eat flowers, and obviously we've got some flowers, and then what vegetables they can eat, and then we've got all the vegetable focused articles here, and then there's obviously some additional articles that are not necessarily, they don't necessarily fit within these ones. And you know, typically you could class this as a category page. I don't use categories at all, so yeah, it's kind of a way of structuring it that way. Then we've got buyer's guides. So one thing I do need to do is just get more buyer's guides, buyer's focused keywords. This is where obviously most of the affiliate sales are going to come from. I can obviously stick affiliate links in some of these as well, but I kind of want to do with the internal linking. Any content I kind of want to filter through to my best XYZ pages just to help with the internal linking and the ranking in that respect. So going to have more of those soon. The good thing about all of this informational content is that it's going to be there to obviously build the backlinks, get the traffic, and then just help with that internal linking and the overall authority of the site. And with the traffic, it's going to be there for the display ads, so it can get some ad revenue as well. This is obviously the biggest group. This is a Guinea Pigs 101. So we've got a subsection here for noises, and then these will probably filter into subsections as it goes on, but kind of gives a bit of a visual idea. And then we've got the different breeds here, so I need to remove a couple of these because I think we've got Baldwin, we've got skinny, and we've got hairless. So we're going to have this one now. We're going to move this one out of the way, so we'll remove that, and that can go up here. And then we're going to remove this one as well. So these are going to close this up a little bit after I spent ages trying to make it look nice and pretty. So these are going to fall under this one, although these are actually going to be sub keywords. So what I'm actually going to do, they're going to be secondary keywords on there. So what we'll do is we'll add a comment, not that way. Let's tag, where's the other comment? Oh, am I just being stupid? Oh, is it up here? No. Oh, there we go. That's it. Comment on that one. And it's going to be secondary keywords, skinny, guinea pig, and Baldwin guinea pig. There we go. So we can oops, I don't want that now. I want to get this, and then we can remove this one and remove that one. So there we go. We can just put that back in there now. That makes better sense because we're not making two sub pages. They're going to be falling under this page. So that's why we've done that. Yeah, so that's it really. That's the site structure. Obviously, as I add more content ideas and more pieces of content, keywords and whatnot. Camera's just gone. There we go, back again. So once we add more pieces of content, I'll fill this up more. Excuse me, just gonna cough and have a drink. There we go. Just got a bit of a cold coming. So yeah, that's how we do it. And I kind of like to use a visual tool like this. Checklists. I like being able to actually see how things are going to look rather than it just relying on my brain, because that's not always the most useful thing in the world. Cool. So we now have a good content plan coming along. We previously, if anyone didn't see it, I've lost the tab. We have the keyword research that we did. We had if I can get it from here, we had the content plan and then the competitor research. So I need to do a bit more competitor research, to be fair. I haven't done a great deal just yet, but that's fine. We've got quite a lot of content already. Geek.com? No. guineapiggeek.com, I think. There we go. So we've got the website, guineapiggeek.com. It's just obviously a blank WordPress site at the moment. And this is hosted on Cloudways, which is a really good host. If you're starting a website brand new, then you might want to look at something like SiteGround or Bluehost. They're relatively cheap. But to be fair, Cloudways are really reasonable. You literally just create an application. You're basically buying the server, and then you're basically just building applications on top. So it works out at around about $12 a month for a 1 gigabyte, 1 core, which is more than enough for one starter site, to be completely honest. You could get quite a few sites on 1 gigabyte. I have about 3 or 4 like starter sites that are getting very little traffic on 1 2 gigabyte server. So when you work out on a per site basis, it actually works out very reasonably priced. $12 a month for 4, 5, 6 low traffic volume websites is pretty reasonable. You're only paying about $2.50 a month per site. But then, like I say, if you don't have $12 a month, and that's just for premium, so you could go cheaper at the standard. I'd recommend the premium, I think. But the only thing that I don't particularly like about SiteGround and a lot of them, so yeah, here we go, $2.99 a month, is that you can pay it on a monthly basis, but you're paying £11.99 per month, or you only get this if you pay for it like in a year's in advance. So it works out at like 30-40 quid, which is about $50-60. So long term, this can be a bit more expensive, and they tend to jack the price up after that first year as well. So it'll go to $11.99 a month, and then you'll have to pay years up in front. So it can get quite expensive. So I would definitely recommend, if you've got the budget, Cloudways is definitely the way forward, I think. So yeah, and it's really easy to set up a new site and do all the SSLs and all of that good stuff. And you also get an email account for, I think it's about $1 a month. So it's not, it's not crazy. So yeah, so what we're going to do is do some designing for it. So I'm going to use Canva. This is where I don't know what my login details are. Me at martinslack.com. Okay, and then is that you remembering what my password is, or no? Makes me think it's put my password in there, and that's not right. So let's try this one. It's going to be one of them. Let's try this one. Okay, let's try this one. There we go. We got there in the end. Right, so we don't want all my designs. We want my folders. So I'm going to create a new folder, and we're going to call this guinea pig geek one. I think I've already got a folder that I was testing. So we'll create that folder, and here we go. So I tend to do 2 different types of logos. So let's pull up one of my previous ones. Folders. So let's just have a look at where are we? These are just some test projects that I've been working on. There we go. We'll go for this one. Oh no, we don't want that one. I never thought I'd have planned this. Let's go for the AM Ninjas one. There we go. So we'll copy this design, make a copy. It's just so I've got the dimensions. We'll make a copy of this one, and then we'll move this into my folder. So that folder, move here, and this folder, move here. There we go. So we'll do that, and then we also want to go to the brand kit. So Canva is an incredible tool. It's completely free. You can do a lot of things for the free version. They have a pro version, which I think is like $10 a month. It's really cheap. And the good thing about the free version is the fact that you can create, so the paid version is the fact that you can create brand kits. So you can create your brand colors and have them all there in the design and stuff. So it makes it a lot quicker. And also you get a ton of stock footages and icons that are only in pro, and it really makes creating like featured images and things like that really quick and easy. So we're going to create a new brand kit. So you can see I've already tested a few before. So we're going to call it, where are we? Oh, we would be at the bottom where I can't see because of my laptop. There we go. Let's try this. So Guinea Pig Geek. And we're going to actually, to be honest, I think I'm going to copy these ones that I used before. So whenever I, in fact, yeah, we'll just use this one. So whenever I use a, create the branding, I'll always have typically 5 different colors. As you can see, I've only got 3 here. I was testing out before the actual live stream. So I'll have a white, just a standard white color. I'll have my main branding color, and so for this one I've gone for this kind of like gray, blue, navy kind of color, and then I'll go for a kind of like an accent color, so a color that I want to actually use to stand out. That might be my call to action links, things like that. I'll have a second color that also stands out as well, so a red normally works quite well. And this is all for the call to action. So I'll have the main branding colors, and then I'll have a color to really stand out. And that's going to be for the call to actions to make it stand out against the actual content. Then I'll have a darker version of my main color. So we'll copy this one and we'll paste that in there and just make it a bit darker. That'll be typically for the footer. And then we'll have a off-white color as well. So I think get this one, and we'll pop that in there, and we'll see if we can get a bit of a lighter off-white version maybe. So that looks pretty good. Let's go for something like that. And when it comes to picking your opposite color, so if you, let me grab this one and load up a color wheel. So okay, so I've got it here. Happy days. So good old Canva. So the thing about having a call to action is that you want it to be complementary to your main branding color, but you want it to actually stand out. And that's what a color wheel is really useful for. You can put your main brand color in there. For some reason this is darker, but that's fine. So you can put your main brand color in there, and actually you'll notice that the complete opposite color, so this is a complementary color, this is what complements this color, your main color, but then actually also stands out as well, so that is brilliant for your call to actions. So you can see here, this has got this brand main color here, and the first thing that you can see is this. It really just makes it pop. So yeah, that's really, really handy. Cool. So we've got our brand kit, we've got our 5-6 colors, and the next thing we want to do is actually create our brands. So if we go to our folder, this one here, we have the images that I've created. So we've got two of them. We have a square one, which is going to be more for our socials. So this is going to be for the social profile images. And then we have the long one, which is going to be the navigation for the website. And obviously, as you can see, we're using the AM. I've got the AM Ninjas one, which we're obviously not going to use. Right. So the first thing I do is look at the fonts. So let's just pop this up like that. Oops, get a color up here on this one as well, just so it stands out, like so. And then first thing I'm going to do is call this guinea pig geek, and we're going to look at just changing the fonts as well, and the sizing, I think. So we'll pop that down, make that a bit smaller, make this one a bit bigger, so go like that, and then we can just make this bigger and bigger, so I can go more like that, and that could get bigger as well actually. Alright, now I don't like these fonts for this site. I want it to be a little bit more, I don't know, a bit more fun. So let's have a look at this font, and I use Chewy quite a lot. I do like Chewy. No, don't like that one. Definitely don't like that one. Chewy is quite good actually. So what I'll do is basically just go through all the different fonts and find one that I actually like and that I think goes well. So I've used that a few times. That one looks really good, but I don't think it really suits a pet site. I think that's more like I don't know. It's really hard to read scripts. So if we've got like, I mean, that one's, you know, you can't really read that at all. I remember when I had to play around, I found a really nice one actually, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, it's just literally a case of going through these until you find a font that you quite like and think suits your the niche well. So these are all a bit much, I think. I do still like the Chewy one. That's quite nice actually. I quite like that actually. That's quite nice as well. I like how it seems like it bevels in a little bit in places. So let's have a look at that, and then let's have a look at this one. And let's have a look at Chewy for that one. And maybe reduce the size of that a little bit. So that looks quite good. I don't know if I like how that's That one's quite straight edged and that one's quite rounded, so I think we might just use the same one. Let's see what that looks like. Is that the same one? That's not too bad. Yeah, that was quite nice. So we'll make this bigger. We'll again make this one bigger. And we'll get rid of that logo and pop that there. Like so. And then we will look for an icon. So elements. And we'll go for guinea pig. And then we'll look at graphics. And then as you can see, all these ones are pro. You get a couple of free ones, which is pretty good. I mean, that's that's quite a decent one actually, to be fair. It's not too bad, but you can get some good pro ones. That one's quite good. I quite like that one. You could get that like that. That's quite nice. And then we need our brand colors as well. So let's look at our colors, and we've got our guinea pig geek colors here. So we've got the blue there, and then we've got that one there, which goes quite well with that, or we could go with that one, but you can't really see that one very well. So I think that looks quite good. Yeah, I mean, that looks quite decent. Let's have a look at see if any of these go better. That's a bit. I actually quite like that one there. I think we can make that come up here a little bit. That's quite nice. I mean, you know what the site is about anyway, and then you could actually, let's have a look. They ain't got feet up there, it's paws. See me, but yeah. Is that too much? I think that's potentially too much. I think that's enough. Yeah, I think that's enough there like that. I think that's good. We could probably make this bit. Probably put that one up there and then just make this one a bit bigger. Just to close off the gap a little bit. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty smart. What do you lot think? That's all right. I think that's decent. One thing I do need to figure out with this streaming software that I'm using is how to get the chat going, how to get it working. Because right now it says for me read only, which is a bit irritating. Unless I'm on Twitch. Twitch works fine, but yeah, multi-stream it works. It doesn't. So that is something for me to figure out for next week, I think. So yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Cool, and we'll just move all of these. No, we'll leave it like that actually. That's good. So we'll then copy this and we'll go over to our social one and remove this lot. And we'll remove the background because we want it potentially white, but we'll see. And then we will literally make this bigger. Hello, Mr. Guinea Pig. Make this bigger, and we'll center it. Probably make it bigger than that. Oh, actually, we'll leave it like that because sometimes it cuts it off. The socials cut it off a little bit too much, and then we'll center that, and then we'll copy it all and center it all. So there we go, quick and easy. So 2 logos done in, I don't know, 5 minutes if I wasn't waffling so much. So that's pretty good. Right, next we will go and add them to the website. So we will log in, and obviously I have forgotten the login details for it. Oh, let's hope it saved it. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh gosh. Right, let me find the login details. So let's do that. So for the theme of the website, I'm just going to be using Generate Press. I find it really, really good. It's just a really good theme. I'm going to be using so you do get the free version of Generate Press. I am going to be using the premium one just because it offers a lot more customizable options. And you can just do whatever you want with it. Then it looks really, really good. It can do anyway. So I'm just going to be using the premium version of that. I think it's about $49, $50. And like I say, well worth it. It's a really, really good theme. It's lightweight. And then I'm going to use Generate Blocks with it. So I won't be using any like page builders or anything like that. So if I was to start again fresh as an affiliate, I would invest my money. If I had a certain, a limited amount of money, the two things that I would 100% invest that on is a decent hosting like Cloudways and Generate Press Premium, because ultimately everything else you can start earning revenue from sales to then invest into other tools and whatnot. You can do everything you want once you've got once you've got the host and a decent theme. So we're just going to update the just added in by Cloudways, and then we'll just update the themes as well whilst we're here, like so. And I find it amazing that I've got comment spam already, and the site's not even like got any content in it. It's just spam already. I mean, it's just on the generic pages, for goodness sake. But whatever. So let's install Generate Press. Forgot where it was. So add a new theme. Hit it. And then we'll just add in the plugins. So add new. Let's grab a drink. There we go, and we will upload our Generate Press Premium. That's 2021, so that's going to be the newer one. Install now, and then we'll activate that. And then whilst we're here, we will go add new and generate blocks. Do this, the SEO plugins and stuff just yet. I'll do them soon. So I need to put in a valid license for that, but I'll sort that in a bit. Cool. So now I just want to go to Generate Press and activate all these. So these are basically what you get for the premiums. So if you go to customize, you can see that we're quite limited into what we can customize. You can put logos and stuff, but layout, you're a bit more limited to the things that you can do, and you can't change the colors. So colors, you can change some of the colors. But you're somewhat limited. So we're going to go and activate all of these. So activate, apply. Oh, I already have them activated. That's probably why you could see all those things. Ignore me, just being stupid. So yep, now we want to go to customize and start just adding some of the branding. So we're going to add in our, we're going to hide that. We're going to hide that. We're going to set the logo, and I didn't download it, did I? Silly me. So we're going to download. So we're going to call this guinea pig geek logo. Download. Use as a PNG for now. You could use a JPEG, but I want it to look decent, so we'll do it as a PNG and just use a plugin to compress it and whatnot later down the line. Logo downloads. There we go. We'll just stick the alt tag on there as well and select, and we'll skip crop him, and there we go. Nice little logo already set, looking lovely. We'll do the same for the retina one. Sounds fine. Is that the one I've just done? No, that was the one I was playing around with. So that's the one that I want. Yeah. There we go. So there's the retina one, and we actually want to add a site icon as well. So the Favicon. So we're going to create a Favicon now as well. So let's go to create design, and what size do we need? So we need 512 by 512. So create design, custom size, 512 by 512. And then we will just copy this little guy here and paste him in there and make him big. This is what happens when you feed a guinea pig after midnight. They go gremlin style and grow huge. Guinea pig geek Favicon. Download. Transparent background, download. Okay, and then we can come here and add that up in here. There he is. Select, and then now we can see it up here. Hopefully you can see that, and it just makes it all just stand out a little bit more rather than the standard, you know, WordPress logo. So yeah, just means it's more appealing when people are looking at the different tabs. Cool. So that's looking good. So top menu, it's going to be the primary one, and we're going to add the items. We haven't done them yet, but we're obviously just going to no, we don't want to add that one actually. Stupid. We want to just add some temporary ones in. So we're going to have, what we're going to have? We're going to have breeds. Where are we? There we are. Breeds. We're going to have, we need to get rid of the hash actually for it. So we're going to have breeds. We're going to have diet. That. Change that to that. Okay. We're going to have diet. We're going to have, what else we're going to have? We're going to have buyer's guides. So let's put buyer's guides in there as well. Add that. And then we're going to have guinea pigs 101. Oops, spell it right. Guinea pigs 101. Add that, and then we'll just play about with that a little bit. So that looks, yeah, I think that looks pretty good for the time being, and we'll publish that. Yeah, I think the next live stream we'll go into actually the more of the design of the site, but I think that's starting to look pretty decent. Because I think, yeah, going for the entire design is obviously a bit time consuming, and we're already running at about an hour. So I don't want to be, yeah, we'll do that after. But the plan for this is basically to have these stand out a little bit more. So these are going to be bigger. They're going to come here. We're going to have a search there. We're going to get rid of the sidebars and have it as one page, and it'll just look pretty decent, hopefully. So yeah, I tend to stick to the same kind of designs for all my websites just to kind of, yeah, I just know what I like. This is one that I started working on a while ago, but I don't really touch it now, to be honest. I don't really have much time. But as you can see, it's just the, you know, similar logo, headers, that's, you know, navigation that kind of stands out. And then, yeah, we've got the different content. And this is one that is also running GeneratePress, which actually came originally, I did on Elementor, and then moved over to GeneratePress. So it's, you know, GeneratePress is really, really good, and it's quick. Don't need a page builder. So this is kind of what we're going to hopefully go for design wise for the guinea pig site. Yeah, happy days. So we will go away from there, and then we will refresh that, and there is our start of our lovely guinea pig site. And we'll get rid of all this footer and all that crap. And that's what we use Generate blocks for, is just to create a really nice footer, nice header, and just get it looking a little bit less like the standard GeneratePress, which makes sense. Cool. So I think we'll leave it at that today. Hopefully everyone that's been watching it has enjoyed, and I'll do the next live stream on Monday at 12 o'clock UK time, GMT time. Obviously recordings will be available, but it'd be really good to see people live, and we'll definitely get the chat sorted so that we can start doing the chat. And you know, the more people that we get into the live stream asking questions, we can then start hopefully doing some giveaways, get some merchandise swag, and just start doing some giveaways and really get a good community going on the live stream. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I shall switch back to the laptop